Hello everyone, this is Manisha. I have cleared SBI PO 2019 this year, and today I would like to share my strategy with you all so that anything that you find helpful, you can benefit from it. So I have completed my graduation in Mathematics Honours from Delhi University last year, and from August 2018 I am preparing for bank exams. So my first exam was IBPS PO, which I couldn't clear the prelims because I got stuck in one puzzle, and so I couldn't clear the cutoff of prelims itself. So after that I sat for IBPS clerk, prelims and mains, but in mains I couldn't clear the final cutoff because I was poor in GA that time, so that was the reason. And in December, Abhishek sir introduced Meritshine SBI PO paid course, and because I was aware of Meritshine, I was already learning from Meritshine free YouTube classes. So I always wanted to take this paid course. So in January, just after my clerk mains exam, I purchased this course, and from mid-January, I started preparing with Meritshine. So what was the schedule according to Meritshine was there's a closed FP group which is made for paid students, and it was an immense help for me. The reason behind telling this is because videos are uploaded by sir. Initially it is 2-3 videos a week, and then it gets increased according to the time as it goes on. So initially when I joined, we used to get 2 videos a week. So what happened was, so I used to upload a video, and then in the FB group he used to share some link related to that topic, so that through that link you can go to certain websites and practice questions based on that topic. So what happened was, my practice got very on time. I was especially for prelims topics like quadratic equation and simplification and some basic arithmetic questions. All these topics are very important for prelims, and these topics can only be mastered using a lot of practice, and that too regularly. So I used to share these links, and we used to go through those links and complete our assignments on time. Before the next video is uploaded, we had to complete the video as well as the assignment related to that. So this way my prelims topic was covered. So I used to upload videos on certain topics, and then we used to prepare assignments related to that topic. And apart from that, I used to give different quizzes, adda quizzes, grade up quizzes, olive daily quizzes. So all these things increased my speed in these prelims topics, I would say. If I talk about mains, although I didn't prepare individually for prelims and mains, I never had this thing that as soon as I complete my prelims exam, then only I will start preparing for mains. I think I didn't believe in this notion. So what I did was, in my initial stages, like in January, February, I will say, I used to do some high level questions as well. Like if you purchase Olive complete test series, then they provide you all the test series of different exams, be it IBPS PO or NABARD or say LIC or any other bank and insurance. What you could do is, you can just other than SBI, because that you will do after your prelims exam. So what you can do is, other mains exam, just attempt them. I'm not saying that attempt them question by question. What I did was, I used to start the test and then end the test, so that I can get some questions for mains, like the real questions which are actually on trend, or which examiners are asking these days. Practice the questions, take it as a practice test, and you will get a lot of questions of different subject. I used to do them. English is my strength, I will tell you later. So reasoning and quant, and reasoning and DI, these two sections, these two subjects, I used to do like this in my January-February month. I used to get questions, a lot of good questions, high level questions. Obviously I couldn't do it in one go. I used to give a lot of time to it, and then finally I understood what's the logic, how can it be done, questions like this, high level question, how can it be done. This is the way I prepared for prelims exam through with Meritshine. After my prelims exam got over, I immediately started preparing for mains. What I did was on the very first day of my mains preparation, first I watched certain YouTube videos on like in which toppers or any other aspirant who cleared SBI or IBPS PO, they used to share the strategy for mains. I listened them, some 4 or 5 videos I saw like this, and so somehow I got some idea of how to start and what topics should be taken care of in mains and what things need to be done. Apart from that, Abhishek sir also explained us in one video like how to start preparing for mains and everything. So this way I got a clear picture of how to start for preparing for mains exam. So for mains of SBI, DI, reasoning, GA, descriptive and English, all these subjects, these sections, they need to be taken care of. But if I talk about myself, what was my strength? My strength was English and descriptive, and so these two section, even DI, I was good at. I can say this because I used to practice a lot of high level questions, as I already told you guys. Like I used to start the test and stop, so this way I got a lot of good questions. I practiced them without time, but still I got the way how to solve high level questions, so that was my idea behind doing that. So I was good in these three sections, English, descriptive and DI. I was not so good in puzzles, high level puzzles, I will say. So I always used to think, what if I don't get good puzzles in the mains exam? What if I am not able to do any puzzle? So in that time, the only thing that can help us is critical reasoning. Critical reasoning was taught to us by Ratnabha sir, and he actually taught it amazingly. He told us how to think in a particular direction for these questions and not get biased by our own opinions. So he taught us amazingly this topic, and because of him, because I was not good at critical reasoning, I always used to get biased. I used to form my own opinions, and then according to that I used to take the answer, which should not be the case. So I followed Ratnava sir for critical reasoning. His videos were uploaded after the mains exam, and so all these things I did for critical reasoning. And in my mains exam, because the puzzles were not so doable, so critical reasoning actually saved me for reasoning section. Critical reasoning is very very important. I'm not saying puzzle is not, but these days puzzles are getting lengthier, so students don't have that much time to solve such a lengthy puzzle, and if you also get confused in the exam hall, so it's better to choose some topics which can help you if such a scenario comes in real exam. And talking about DI, during my mains exam I used to give I actually gave 15 or 16 mocks, like if I say I gave this 15-16 mocks which time, and apart from these 15-16 mocks I gave 5-6 mocks, which not even 5, I would say 7-8 mocks, which I used to start the test and end the test just for getting good questions of practice mock, I would say. So this way I prepared for DI section. I was good in maths, I was good in quant and DI and everything, because earlier my plan was to prepare for CAT. So in my college days itself I did Sarvesh Verma and Quantitative Aptitude for CAT by Arun Sharma. So these books I did practice from these books. So my quant basics and even the moderate questions were okay for me, and so I was good in DI and quant sections. So and in the mains exam, especially in quant section and DI section, you don't have to attempt a lot of questions, you just have to maintain accuracy. Like I attempted 18 questions, and it was a good attempt looking at the difficulty level, because I attempted it with accuracy. So that is why I cleared the sectional cutoff. Although I never had this fear of not clearing any like sectional cutoff, especially of quant and DI, because I was good at it. So I would just suggest कि क्वांट एंड DI के लिए आप ये कर सकते हैं कि आप अच्छे अच्छे क्वेश्चंस अलग अलग वेबसाइट से लाइए, उन्हें प्रैक्टिस करिए, और ताकि आपको अच्छे अच्छे क्वेश्चंस करने का मौका मिले. यू डेवलप दैट माइंड सेटअप, you increase your analytical skills, how to read a question and understand, and according to that reach to the solution. You have to be very patient, I would just say, because prelims and mains are two completely different exams. Prelims requires a lot of speed and mains requires a lot of accuracy and understanding, especially for DI section. So this is how I went for quant and DI. And because Abhishek sir always used to say, I really want to like suggest all of you this, without using pen and paper, try to do questions, try to think about how to take out the solution, take out the answer of a particular question without using pen or paper. And that you can do in your free time, like while watching TV, or if you're eating something. Like I did this, I used to have my lunch in library, and what I used to do is I used to have lunch and I used to pick a question in quantitative aptitude, and then I used to think कि कैसे इस question को पेपर और पेन के बिना किया जा सके, just by thinking, just by logic, just by understanding. तो इससे क्या हुआ कि मेरे analytical skills, मेरे thinking power, मेरे I would say the brain sharpened, I would say. So this was suggested by Abhishek sir a lot of times. So I really thank him a lot and for this thing, because it actually helped me in prelim section, because their timing is a big problem. And even in main section, there are some 2 marker and 1 marker questions, although now all the questions carry equal marks. But still, there are some short questions which have to be done very quickly, and for those questions, you don't always have to pick your pen and paper. So please just follow this. Try to do questions without using pen. Think mentally while solving them. And then coming to English section, because I told you guys that I was good in English section, because I had this habit of reading newspaper on weekends and reading novels, and I used to speak in English in my college, in my school, even with my cousin, brothers and sisters. So I was good in English. I was very confident that I can score good marks in English. And in many exams that I have appeared till now, English was my saving thing, because many times reasoning comes tough, or sometimes quant comes tough. So that time, having English as a good having English as a strong subject actually helps you a lot. And Ratnava sir's Ramsir vocab, it's a strategy how to learn vocab, a lot of vocabs in less period of time, and you have to memorize it. So Ramsir vocab, just go through the playlist of Ratnava sir, you will get it there. And fast reading for RCs, he taught that also. So these short and very useful things I learned from him, that actually helped me a lot. So this is how I prepare for English section. Just read newspaper, talk in English. I would just say, जितना हो सके इंग्लिश को पसंद करना स्टार्ट करो, जस्ट लाइक वी टॉक इन हिंदी. इंग्लिश में हम हिंदी में कितने कॉन्फिडेंट होते हैं बात करने समय, या बोलने समय, या लिखते समय. तो जस्ट गिव दैट सेम स्टेटस टू इंग्लिश. स्टार्ट having a friendship kind of bond with English. You will get through English very easily. Coming to GA, again GA was not my subject. GA is a subject that I was very poor at. I told you I couldn't clear clerk mains just because of GA. I couldn't clear the sectional cutoff of GA, and that is because I am never good at cramming things. But I just did 2 things for GA. First is reading daily news analysis. These days almost all websites releases this daily news analysis. I used to read those things daily. Second is I blindly followed Sameer sir videos that comes in a month for GA update that he releases on YouTube. Yeah, I used to read newspaper as well, but that helped me in English also, that helped me in GA also. But specifically for GA, I would just say I did these two things, like following Manisha's video that he uploads on YouTube, and reading daily news analysis of different websites daily. It's not like you don't have to pile up that I will complete all the news on weekends. No, that can't be done. Even if you read it, you will not be able to memorize it. This way I prepared for mains exam, and I got decent marks above the cutoff to go for GDPI. So this was my main strategy, which I used with the help of Meritshine paid course and with my fellow Meritshine mates. They used to answer all my queries whenever I used to ask any question. Coming to GDPI, I would say again there are a lot of videos on YouTube, free videos are available. I just went through them, and this year Abhishek sir and Sameer sir released some new videos for personal interview, videos on specific topics. What if these type of questions asked, what if these type of questions asked, they released those videos. I also saw those videos, and I also got myself enrolled in Adda's offline mock interview preparation. That was also of immense help for me. And also I made a Skype group of my Meritshine mates who all are going for GDPI. So we had a group of 6-7 students, and we used to have daily group discussion on different topics, spontaneous, like very instantaneous topics, like just like extempo. Like we used to give ourselves 5 minutes, and then we used to discuss on those topics. And personal interview, I actually got help from my father and my friends. Like I told them, just ask me any HR questions, whatever comes in your mind. And they used to ask me questions, I used to reply them in English, and this is how I framed my answers for personal interview. And in GD, because I'm a very opinionated person, I always have opinions on different things because I read a lot of newspaper, so I have opinion. So that helped me. And apart from that, you have to be a good listener as well in GD. You have to take everyone's point of view. You have to respect and give everyone enough chance to speak. I use these things for GD and PI. I also got decent marks in GDPI to clear this. I also contacted some previous SBI PO. Because I'm on Quora, so I contacted them through Quora. I contacted them through Facebook. I remember I contacted Harris Khan sir. He is SBI PO. I contacted him through Quora, and he helped me a lot. So this was my journey, friends. This is how I prepared for my prelims, mains, and GDPI after a lot of failures, because I was very determined to clear SBI PO this year. And I'm really saying this, I had to clear either SBI PO or SBI JA. So I gave both the exams, and I had this thing that I have to clear SBI this year, no matter whether it's PO or it's JA, but I have to clear it this year itself. And I studied 12-13 hours a day from January till July, August, till our mains exam. So I'm not saying that you should also study for 12-13 hours a day. If you can complete your target in 8-9 hours a day, that's very good. Whatever suits you, just go for it. I studied 12-13 hours a day because I think that time was in it's like कि जब तक आपको लगे कि आप मतलब आपको पढ़ना है, अभी आप पढ़ सकते हो, जस्ट पढ़ो. मतलब you just give yourself a time limit that आपको 1 साल के अंदर एक जॉब निकालनी है, आपको 2 साल के अंदर एक जॉब निकालनी है. Give this time to yourself so that your mind also can understand कि हाँ मुझे ये काम करना है. This way we don't get lazy, because usually in bank exams or any government exam it happens कि हम lazy हो जाते हैं कि अभी time है exam में या जो भी है. So just give yourself, remind yourself that you have this much time left for this exam, for preparing any government exam. I would like to end this by saying my favorite quote, which is, "The more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in battle," which actually sums up our journey, right? The more we practice, the less problems we will have to face in our real exam. So just give your 100%, guys, because these days the competition is not at all easy. Like, lakhs of people are appearing for some 1,000 posts. If I talk about SBI, just 2,000 candidates are selected, which is very less number compared to the number of people who attempt this exam. So you will have to do things differently. You will have to do something different from others to get selected. That is the idea I believe in. So just give your 100%. I wish you luck. I wish you all the best for your upcoming exams. Thank you.